beautiful Taurians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for February 2023. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details, and I will also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Taurians, this is your monthly reading for February. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But February, of course, is considered the month of love. Even though we all should be leading with love every day, every month, every year, Venus is, however, in the most romantic of signs, Pisces. So there is a lovely link between Neptune and Pisces. However, this connection can influence us all into the realm of fantasy, so it is important to be really honest with yourself and your goals. Now, if you're interested romantically in someone who is not available physically or emotionally, or you're connected to somebody that you can't completely trust, then you may get let down by this person this month or feel unfulfilled by their actions, their behaviors, or the connection itself. Now, Venus in Pisces is not all about romance, though. It can connect us to the heart space and all that you desire and all your aspirations, manifesting to make your dreams become a reality. Wonderful that we got the clover there. Right now in the water, they're showing me an image of a horse. Okay, now horses tend to be about, boldly going after your desire, being free. It's about being spontaneous. It could also be a new person or a message that will be a catalyst for change in your life in February. You may even see a lot of images of horses over the next 4 or 5 weeks that will signify some sort of success or pace sort of being picked up as you restructure your life, okay? Now, horses are also hardworking, so it can also be that suddenly you get moving on a project that perhaps has been stagnant for a while. So look out for images of horses. I really feel they symbolize an opportunity coming into your world, okay? Now, for you in particular, my beautiful Taurians, you do have the 4th house influencing you at this time. And the 4th house is all about your routines, your home life, domestic duties, paying bills, and the responsibilities that you feel within your family unit or your friendship unit or even at work, okay? Some of you may feel compelled to restructure your living quarters. You may suddenly have a desire to declutter your home space or even reflect on the changes that you need to make in order to make your sanctuary be more peaceful. Also, a lot of you will be thinking about your family lineage and, the influences that has brought into your life and what legacy you will be leaving. But the majority energy from this house will be about routine, structure, repetitive cycles, and consistent energy to make things happen. Also, you do have your 11th house activated towards the middle and end of February, and that's all about your dreams and wishes. This is a very important time for manifesting. So lots of exciting things entering your life, auspicious changes, and it's a time for really getting clear on what you want, writing a list and visualizing all you desire, okay? Now, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Now, some of you may also feel a little bit more sociable at some point or have a desire to look at your social connections, shall we say, so that you can really identify who has your back, who supports your goals, and I really feel this energy of decluttering in the month of February. Now you do have the Hangman there as well, So that is about surrendering to the universe and to all that is to come on in. The Hangman also is carried by the Three of Swords here. So something that has been very difficult, something that perhaps you've been waiting for, that you've been working so hard to accomplish. I feel there is movement forward on it, but I feel like you may be looking at it from a different angle. We got the Death card. You're changing the way that you approach it, perhaps. We've got an Eight of Cups. Some of you may abandon a way of doing something that you feel is not working. Doesn't mean you're giving up on the end result or you're not giving up on the goal itself, but you may actually identify an easier way to accomplish it and make some adjustments so that you can forge a way forward to make it happen. Okay, got the King of Cups there, and we've got Justice. So some really good karma coming your way as well. Let me just Four of Wands. There is something to celebrate as we close out the month for you there too. Now your first card here, of course, we have two, and one is good luck, okay? The Clover card. So overall, your February will be very, very positive. Lots of lucky breaks coming on in here. It says luck, fortune, success, a surprise win, an opportunity, maybe even a second chance at something that perhaps you felt did not go in your favor, because the Hangman energy can be about things that did not go your way or a missed opportunity. Remember, what is meant for you will never pass you by. So that either means that the universe is orchestrating something better, more rewarding in your life, and it's just on the horizon. You're being protected and redirected towards it. It can also mean that perhaps it wasn't ready for you at this time, and it will come back around. It will resurface in your life. For those of you who've put something on hold that perhaps you could not focus on at this time, some of you may revisit that. It could be a project, it could be a certain way of working, it could be even a career sector that you had to stop connecting to for a while. Some of you may have gone and had children, taken yourself out of the work environment on maternity or paternity leave, and you may think about re-entering the working environment, okay? But it says here unexpected, so you're not expecting this benevolent energy to be bestowed upon you, because I feel, my beautiful Taurians, it's almost, I always get this energy from you all that you don't believe in luck. It's like you make your own luck. You're very practical. You have a lot of energy to be realistic and focus on your goals. You work hard, and I feel like you are determined to accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. You don't sit there and try it. You get busy doing, okay? You are someone who is very, dedicated. You have a lot of stamina. So I feel any extra luck that comes your way, it's a bonus, but it's almost like you don't believe in it. You believe in making your own luck. But this month, there's going to be a lot of twists and turns, a lot of plot twists, where suddenly things work out in your favor. Something difficult that you've been trying to accomplish just seems a little bit easier than usual, and you're almost like, what's the catch? It's going too well. Where is the fly in the ointment? And that is what I'm picking up there, okay? Now, Jupiter, of course, is the planet of good luck, expansion, and opportunity. So if you work for yourself or you're an entrepreneur, I definitely see you expanding your client base, or more people being interested and magnetized towards the services or goods that you have to offer. Also, if you're looking to set up your own business, this is a prime time to get busy launching it, okay? Because I feel it's going to turn out in your favor. I feel go slowly, slow and steady wins the race, but I feel you'll accomplish great things. For those of you who are retired, I feel like some of you are actually forging a new path. So some of you may think about relocating, or even maybe buying property abroad, or finding, some sort of holiday home that you connect to, or looking at where you fit in, because basically the Clover is connected to the Wheel of Fortune energy, and it's about a cycle of change. And I feel you're doing what is right for you at this time. You're making changes within your sector, your life, your little patch of the world that benefit you in order to put you in a high vibe, okay? Now, also, whatever it is you are trying to accomplish, when you get the Clover, they're indicating here it is a lucky time to move ahead, okay? This is destiny, this is fate. The Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor, okay? Now we also have Hammer. So this is about forging something, as you can see here. It's about something coming together, something difficult that you're trying to shape in your world. And it says working, fixing, working on it, a weapon, warrior, creation, building. So something's in the works for you, okay, that's going to be so lucrative. So if you've got a wonderful idea that perhaps you've been, avoiding setting it in motion or avoiding launching it, or you have doubts about it, of course, you will know when the time is right instinctively, but I feel it will be something that will be very beneficial for you and help you move forward. Now, I know it's a hammer, but they're giving me this energy of Thor's hammer. You having a lot of power this month to make things happen and stand in your power. I get this sense of you building something that is going to fulfill you, but at the same time, your future self is going to thank you for the decisions you make in February, okay? We've got the Hangman as the protagonist energy. So you may have felt a little bit in limbo, or you may have felt a little bit lost recently, where you're trying to figure out direction, or you're trying to wonder, what's the holdup in your abundance, shall we say. It says surrender, new perspective, enlightenment. So a lot of you may be flipping your world a little bit upside down in order to get that new perspective. The Hangman puts himself on the tree of life to get knowledge. So I feel a lot of you may be really putting yourself out there on courses of learning, or even looking at videos online of how to do something different, because I'm getting this energy of you doing something different in order to face the sun, in order to find your happy spot, okay? Some of you may be expanding on your skill set, or learning new hobbies, or putting yourself out in a hobby just to shake up the energy in your life. Because when you get the Hangman and the Tower, that feels like you want to change some aspect of your life because you feel like it's stagnant. The Tower is a liberation from feeling, you've been impeded in some way, or restricted, or even trapped in, anxiety or fear in some area of your life. And you're like, something's got to change. So you're looking at it from a different perspective. Something that has been, really tough to form or formulate. They're really giving this sense that you are elevating. I mean, the card is even Fantasia, and this is a Pisces energy. So it's all that you dream of. You're really getting a very strong influence from Neptune and Pisces right now, which means your dreams are becoming a reality, okay? We've got the Judgment card here, which is really about your soul path. So a lot of you may be thinking about your inner calling and trying to find a way to make it work. Because, it's difficult to do something that you love and at the same time pay the bills. So some of you may be trying to find a way to restructure your world, or even revamp the way that you do things, so that your heart is engaged, that you're not feeling bored in a repetitive cycle, but also that you're bringing in some sort of wealth or money that keeps you feeling stable and secure in your position. Now, when we got the Hangman as well, this is a card, especially when you attribute it to wealth, it's a card of relax. Things are not as bad as you think they are, okay? It tends to mean, it's like, don't fret, okay? You will know when the time is right to act on something. So if you're trying to gauge, economic markets, or you're trying to gauge the right time to buy a home because of interest rates and, everything being too high right now, financially, you may be waiting, anticipating, they're giving me the word anticipating, the right moment to make things happen for you. And instinctively, you will know the right moment, okay? Now we do have the Three of Swords. It's in the protagonist energy. So this gives me a sense here that you may have been bottling a lot in. There's a lot of pressure here, okay? And I feel with the Three of Swords, you may be like, if someone asks you, hey, Taurus, how are you doing today? You may be like, yeah, sure, I'm fine. But deep down, I feel like you're struggling with something that perhaps you're not sharing with other people. It may be that it's private. But the Three of Swords kind of indicates that you're suffering in silence on something and that you need to make some changes. So with the Hangman here in the Tower, I feel like you are making radical changes that will make you feel a lot more happier, that you will celebrate. Some of you, for example, you may work from home, and whilst that gives you wonderful time to work in your own time frame, you may feel a little bit cut off from other people, and you may crave company of friends or crave to be a little bit more social than you have been. Now, I do get a sense that either someone has already said something that has been a little bit difficult to digest, or has hurt you in some way, wounded you, or they may say something, someone may say something to you that wounds you in the month of February. Now, I feel you and this person, you will repair that, but there will be a little bit of drama, okay? And I feel initially you think about cutting this person off and being like, you know what, screw you, I can't do this, but this person does come forward and give the olive branch, okay? I feel like you will repair and deepen your connection with this person. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be, a romantic partner, but I just get a sense that this person's laying their cards on the table, and I'm going to pull a card on this just to see what I'm getting there. But I feel what they say to you in that moment is because they're also suffering in some area of their life. And it's like two wounded people snapping at each other. So for example, it's almost like the straw that broke the camel's back. So for example, I'm just going to give you a basic example. Say, for example, you are trying really hard to save money in order to buy a property or move out from home, and you're living with your family at the moment in order to do that, okay? A lot of pressure, everyone living on top of each other, everyone trying to get on and live in each other's schedules, and and I feel there may be a bit of frustration, and there may be like a comment that is said off the cuff, and it wasn't really meant. It's because that person is unhappy in some other area of their life, not to do with you. I feel like it's not to do with you, but there's like a misconstrued comment that comes out in February, okay? And this person does not mean it. That's what I'm picking up on. And I feel you and this person, it has the potential to drive a wedge between you for a couple of days, is what I'm seeing, okay? But all will be well by the end of February. So I'm pulling up, this person will make an effort to redeem themselves, or will kind of like, I feel like this person, it's not they try to make light of it or try to be, I feel like they come to you saying like, I'm sorry, look at, I'm struggling, I'm learning how to adapt to a certain situation. It could even be that you're with a partner who lost their job, or you are both feeling a little bit like financially worried about stuff. There's just this energy here of someone saying something off the cuff because they're frustrated, they're struggling with something. They don't mean it, they're just acting out in frustration. And we always hurt the people that we love the most because we feel like we can be our wonderful authentic selves, and sometimes we are not so wonderful. Sometimes we can snap because we're feeling frustrated. So I feel that this person you're dealing with actually feels that way. Now, I don't often get those messages, but that's coming through here. We do have the Death card here. Some of you with the Three of Swords, you may have lost someone recently. If you have not lost someone, and you've just come to this reading, I do not foresee you losing someone. I just want you to be aware of that. I don't want anyone worrying out there. This is if you're already dealing with someone who has transitioned, okay? And there may be some heartbreak, some grieving going on. If that's you, I'm sending you so much love, so much hugs. If I could reach down the camera and scoot you all up and just give you a huge hug, I absolutely would, okay? So I feel, because we've got the Hangman there, and I know words, they can never reflect what you truly want to say, okay? And they always say with the Hangman and the Death card and the Three of Swords that time is a healer, but that may not help you in this moment. I totally get it. Sometimes no words, just feeling is important, okay? And if you're grieving or you are going through a very difficult period of missing someone who has transitioned, even just spending time in silence with a friend who just understands, it's important, okay? Don't cut yourself off in your grief if you can. I mean, I know it's easier said than done. I just recently lost someone very, very dear to me also, and I'm struggling with the fairness of it. in the world, okay? And I get it, you know, it's all part of nature, especially with the Scorpio card of, you know, rebirth, the life cycle energy. But, you know, it's important not to be alone, okay? So that's what I'm picking up there. But again, I'm sending so much love. And your person walks with you, actually. I'm going to see if they can give me a sign. Okay, they're giving me a watering can right now. So this could be a sign that you will see a watering can, and this is like some sort of message from your person in spirit. I mean, it could be that you just bought a watering can and they're acknowledging it. It could also mean that they're indicating, you know, that you're going through a period of growth and that you're really special, and they will continue to nurture you and watch you grow is what they're showing me. So again, sending you so much love and hugs out there, okay? Now, the Death card, apart from that, is a major personal development card, excuse me, where you are actually identifying the things that have perhaps kept you stuck. You're in a cycle of breaking old habits, okay? So I get this sense that you're cutting out anything that is really negative for you. It's almost like you're cutting out difficult situations, difficult people, food that perhaps is not good for your body, that makes you feel bloated, lethargic. If it's not good for your heart, if it's not good for your soul, your body, your mind, you're making changes where you are eradicating it. And I feel you may be in a period of deep self-reflection, especially since you've got that fourth house activated, which is really about decluttering. It doesn't have to just be on the domestic front. It can be about decluttering your life, acknowledging who's got your back, who supports your goals, and who you really feel is not happy for your wins. There could be some people in your life that you feel I don't feel envy, but I feel like your success reminds them of their failures, and it makes them smart. I mean, and I don't mean smart as in intelligent, I mean smart as if they've been, you know, it hurts. So I'm just picking that up there. So, but I feel like you know this person, you know already, you've identified that this person hasn't truly got your back. I mean, it could be someone at work who's disgruntled because they can see your success. They can see that you're capable of taking the long journey of persistence to reach your goals and be very triumphant, victorious in your desire for you know, elevation, and they just don't have the stamina, the talent, and the desire that you have. They want it, they want the accolade, but they're not willing to put in the work, and they kind of look at you like, you know, I feel like they wish it was them, but they know it can never be them because they're just not as good at what they do as you, okay? So that's coming out there as well. Now, we do have the Tower, okay? Now this is in the resistance position. So when it's in the resistance position, it does indicate averting a negative experience or averting disaster, okay? So there was the potential for something to be very hard, to be not going completely in your favor. They're showing me that there's divine intervention. With the good luck card, you're going to see something in your world turn around as if by magic. And I know magic is like, yeah, right, magic's an illusion, but there's going to be divine intervention where it just works out in your favor. And you're like, well, I'll be damned. You know, you can't, it's almost like you're like, that's like near impossible. And you were not expecting it, but it works for you, okay? It says here, collapse of stable structures, release sudden insight. So because it's in the resistance position, it's like you got it in the reverse. So you may have felt really clouded about something, or you may have felt that perhaps you've been feeling very lost recently about your direction or about your soul path, because we do have the Judgment card there. But February is all about having revelations and rediscovering your path. Even if you felt you entered January 2023 on a very strong note, but as you started to move into February, you're starting to go, you know what? it's the same old thing, just a different year. A lot of you will be picking up that energy and finding a way to overcome any difficulties and liberate yourself from feeling stagnant. You may feel that you've got stuck in a rut, or there is a routine, a repetitive cycle in your life that needs to change, especially since we've got an Eight of Pentacles here, okay? The Eight of Pentacles is a card of hard work, commitment, dedication, and, you know, repetitive cycles, consistency. If you want to be the master of your craft, you've got to keep doing it. You've got to get really good at it. You know, naturally, you turn your hand to anything, my beautiful Taurus. You are very gifted and you tend to be very good at the things that you focus on. But the Eight of Pentacles indicates that sometimes we have to just keep on doing what we're doing and get so good at it that we become the master. We rival anybody and we are above the competition. So with the Eight of Pentacles, I feel a lot of you have been working so diligently on something and you're looking at the results, okay? Also, I get a sense here that a lot of you have been neglecting your own needs, either based on work or they're showing me a frame in the water right now, like a picture frame. So perhaps some of you are reflecting on life, or you're trying to redefine something in your life. It could be your true calling. It could be you're calling it into focus. They're giving me this energy that a picture frame denotes efforts to accomplish your goals. So it's almost like you're focusing on what needs to be done and nothing outside of that. It's like how you're framing it. Now, I would say also be mindful of perfectionism, because the Eight of Pentacles showing up with that image also indicates that you've got wonderful ideas and you do wonderful work, but sometimes you may never be satisfied with the efforts that you make, and you chip away at your own confidence by never feeling like you've done your best work, even though you are head and shoulders above everybody else, okay? So just watch that element of perfectionism there. It doesn't always have to be right. It just has to be a true, authentic expression of who you are and what you are about. And that wins the day, okay? With the Eight of Pentacles, a lot of you may be feeling that you want to put yourself on new courses to earn new skills or hone the skills that you have already. The Eight of Pentacles tends to be a card of apprenticeship, so gaining knowledge, learning and enjoying what you do, or even picking up a new craft or skill that will help you what you do to develop a greater understanding and build financial knowledge. This is a card also of finding alternative new ways to apply what you know and, you know, develop those skills and reach your goals. Goals that you feel you haven't reached yet, but you will, okay? Also, the Eight of Pentacles is your investment in self. 8 is the number of the self, okay? So they're indicating that you can't just occasionally pop in and say, you know what, tonight I'm gonna kick back and have a bath and relax. And that's your idea of self-love for one night in the month. It's got to be something that's consistent, okay? So your eating habits, sleeping routines, exercise schedules, things like that, they are all investment in yourself. This is a month of self-development for you. Also, because we do have Valentine's Day there, some of you may be reflecting on heartbreak from the past or difficult situations in love, but you're looking at them or reframing them in a way where you're releasing them so that you can open yourself up to better energy or a greater relationship, because I definitely see the beginning of something new, okay? So if you're looking for love, leave that old relationship in the past. There is someone new who is going to invest in the relationship from the very start. I feel like you will settle down with this new person. The Four of Wands is present here, so that is a card of halfway to marriage. So you'll either move in or, you know, get engaged to this new person. So there's definitely some sort of connection between you and someone on the horizon that is going to become very solid, okay? Now, we do have the Eight of Cups, and it's in the resistance position. So again, it's like you got it in the reverse. I'm getting two energies from this. One is a person who either ghosted you or walked away may make a resurgence in this month. It's so interesting because your opposing sign is Scorpio and they had a similar message. They also got the Judgment card there as well, which is a card of second chances. So I really get a sense that someone from your past may want to repair a relationship with you. I feel like this person, they will claim that they are changed. I would be cautious, okay? I do see that they do have intentions to tell you the truth, but I wouldn't rush anything with this person because I feel like there's still some bad habits that they haven't really worked through, and they may be emotionally unavailable or avoidant still at this time. Doesn't mean that they've got anybody else, doesn't mean that their attention is elsewhere, but I feel like it's so important we realize that we can only meet each other as deeply as we have met ourselves. And this person is only, doing the spiritual work. They haven't really gone very deep. So they're still not at a frequency that you deserve in a relationship, okay? So just watch out for that. Now also, with the Eight of Cups, this is about walking away from anything that is unfulfilling. This is a real month of self-discovery, but also going on a journey of self-discovery. The Eight of Cups is really about letting go and seeking deeper meaning in relationships, in life, seeing beyond the superficial and being curious as to where life might lead you if you let go of some of the things that you've been holding on tightly to. This is also a card of recognizing that not all that glitters is gold, okay? So I really feel this is a month of a wake-up call for you, where you look at people in a new light. So for example, there may be someone you work at in an office with who, seems like they have the perfect life, the perfect position, the perfect money, the perfect everything, and actually they may confide in you that their whole world is falling apart, okay? So I feel like there are structures that are being broken down this month to make people release the fantasy, okay? Because we have Neptune and Pisces, which is all about building fantasy. It's important to realize a manifestation, a visualization is not a fantasy. It's a visualization of you accomplishing what you set out to do and living that life. And the universe matches the frequency, and that you're strongly in that vibe of manifestation to accomplish whatever it is you desire. But you're being honest with yourself about what you can achieve. Also with the Eight of Cups, it's so important because anyone who walks away in order to seek something greater, something more in line with your true heart, that's when you stumble upon the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. And you're in your 11th house, which is all that you desire showing up in your world. So let go of the outdated beliefs that perhaps you have that have been holding you back. If, for example, you were bullied when you were younger, and people told you were not good enough or that you'll never make it, let go of all those things. They no longer have power over you. The past itself is an illusion, so it no longer exists. We can only live in the present moment, and in the present moment is where we affect our future. So if you're too busy looking back, especially since there was a photo frame there as well, some of you may feel a little bit nostalgic during this month, it's important to realize dip into the past in order to learn from it, but don't dwell there because that will prevent you from manifesting your future in the highest vibe possible, okay? Now we do have the Judgment card, so a lot of you are thinking about your soul path. Some of you are weighing up some options. You may take a pause, withdraw in February in order to go off grid and really focus on your true north. This is a card of your true prosperity. And because it is a card of duality, a lot of you may be focusing on two different streams of income or two jobs, maybe even two directions that you want to go in. You'll focus on the one that really is important to you first, and then the other one will come later, okay? But this is more about a boost of energy or a revitalized focus or commitment, a drive to whatever it is you want to accomplish. The Judgment card is a card of getting clarity, having that wake-up call, especially with the Tower. It's like suddenly everything comes to clear vision where you just know what to do. You know what decision you need to take and what path you're on. So this is going to be a very important month for you, going inwards for answers, getting the answers that you seek and taking action from there. With the Judgment card also, this is your life purpose or your sense of purpose in what you do. And something that you found difficult is changing. I mean, financially, I feel a lot of you may be looking externally at world events and trying to find your place in the world economically, trying to save, trying to cut out excess spending, really revitalizing or revamping your finances in order to make sure that you're in a really good position should there ever be an economic fluctuation. So I definitely get this sense with the Judgment card regarding your finances. You know what to do. You know where you need to cut back on spending that is not necessary, but also make sure that you don't cut out like a treat that you have for yourself as well, because life is too short to just not enjoy it, right? So it's important in that respect as well. Because of course, you're entering a new phase, a new cycle. There's this energy here of you being at a self-evaluation period where you must release the things that have held power or tried to control your path in a certain direction. It no longer is necessary to hold on to that. It's time to move forward, because I feel like this sense of limbo, but you're liberating yourself in the month of February. So if, for example, you've been looking for love for a long time and you've been single for such a long time, I feel like you're coming out of your comfort zone to connect to social settings, group settings, perhaps community events, or events where you can put yourself in the flow of meeting somebody new. Some of you may actually meet someone where you learn something, because I feel knowledge is the key to you meeting somebody, okay? But there's this major energy of you looking at life and seeing what is not working and fixing it, okay? And being that warrior to go after your goals and dreams. We also have, well, talking of warriors, we've got the Wounded Warrior here, which is the 9 of Wands. This is a card of, you know, being protected in all that you try to accomplish, and that you are forging away. You're not giving up on something, but something feels very uncertain in your life right now, and you're trying to reevaluate your circumstances. And I feel you're cautiously moving towards making a decision on something. Your intuition will let you know which direction you're headed in. I always say, if you've got a choice, visualize yourself in each scenario. See the life that you will be leading if you went and did that thing. See it for every eventuality, and your heart will pang or ping when you are in the vibe of the path that you should take. And listen to that little voice that's inside your heart. When it feels good, that's the way to move forward, okay? Also with the 9 of Wands, it's really interesting. She's forging a path, even though there's destruction, but there's still growth here. So I feel something that perhaps you have been nurturing or guarding, perhaps you've been keeping a secret to yourself, you've been working really hard in silence on something. I feel there is a moment of victory and success here. There's some really awesome news coming in your way, and they're actually showing me, what is that? Okay, they're showing me something stuck to somebody's shoe. Okay, I'm not sure what that is, but they're showing me something stuck to someone's shoe. So either physically something was stuck to your shoe in real life, that indicates there's definitely something in this message for you. But spiritually, I mean, the energy that they're giving me, shoes, they normally represent direction or emergence in life, elevating or heading in on a certain path. And you may feel that there has been this fly in the ointment. I've already said that sentence, and I just feel like that's the energy that I'm getting. Either a fly in the ointment of your plans, or you're worried that a sticky situation, perhaps from your past, could either come back to haunt you or could move with you. I get this sense that actually you're leaving that behind, and you're in a really powerful position to change and release that. It has no power over you anymore. So don't worry about it. That was the old you. That was the old situation. Give yourself permission to move forward with the power that you have now, okay? And the you that you are now. Now, because we have a lot of difficult cards in your reading, I mean, you see me shuffle these cards, my beautiful Taurians. I can't orchestrate the cards that you get, but I do see that there's been something that has been bothering you, or something that's been really difficult that you've been working on or trying to fix. I mean, some of you, and I hate to give you this message, I really do, but there may be an appliance or something around your home that needs fixing, that you may have to give out some money to fix this month. I mean, It could be like a boiler. It could be like, I don't know, a cooker. It could be connected to your heating. It could be, I'm just picking up on something that will surprise you, like a surprise bill or something breaking down. And I know you're all going to be out there like, no, Baba, don't tell me that. But I'm picking up the energy. It's not going to be for all of you, okay? I feel about 30% energy of this occurring. So watch out for that. I feel like you're prepared. It's going to peeve you off a little bit, but I feel like you got this, okay? I want you to be aware of that. Now, we do have the Four Wands, the Justice card. So the Justice card is about being really honest with yourself during this time, but it's also about making adjustments. Sometimes we all take a difficult path. We may want to do something that we feel is immensely difficult. For example, if you're going through a transition, because we've got the Three of Swords here and the Death card, some of you may be going through the menopause, or you may be deciding now is the time to retire, or you may be entering a new phase of life that you're worried about, and you're thinking, how am I going to make these adjustments? By being your authentic self, by finding balance, making sure that you listen to your body, of course, and have a clear mind. Sometimes when we feel overwhelmed, we can get a little bit clouded. So it's important to take some withdrawal energy, take some time out to silence the mind so that you can really listen to the heart. With the Justice card, some of you are, if you're in a career, for example, I see you leveling up. Your hard work will bring you into a position of authority, either managerial or you being in a position that brings more responsibility. I see you being a very fair leader. You're a natural born leader, and I really see you stepping into a position that brings more status and more finances in the future. You may even have to sign a contract this month and commit yourself to something that's going to be very rewarding. With the Justice card also, some of you, I said about that bill, it may be a parking ticket, so it may be a legal notice or something like that. Some of you may deal with legalities as well. You may even take a career within a legal or civil service sector in some way that will be very rewarding. With the Justice card, also, I get this sense of you. I'm getting two energies. One is getting good karma, but also about, things that have been difficult. It wasn't fair. And now February is the month to change all that, to bring everything back into balance and harmony. Things start to get fair again for you, okay? And I really get the sense that you're like, you know what, Baba, it's about time, okay? So I think things, they come into balance. Now, because we have this energy, and I picked up on it earlier, there may be someone, as I said, who is a little bit insensitive or says something that is a little bit insensitive or causes drama. You will repair this. This person does not mean it. I told you that they're struggling themselves. I mean, that doesn't make it right. Of course, I'm not giving this person an excuse. Bad behavior is bad behavior, but you lead with integrity in this. You lead with honesty, and it will all work out well for you, okay? I see you having a win-win situation here with this. Now, also we've got the King of Cups. So the King of Cups, ideally, is like leading with the heart. You are someone who is, composed, you're a visionary, you protect all the things that you've accomplished. You are someone who is very concerned with the home space and the people that you love as well. You do feel a lot of responsibility there. But I feel you also need to be aware that you have a lot of support around you as well, okay? That's what I'm picking up here. Also, your intuition is bang on point in the month of February. If you are looking for love, there is someone who is true blue, loves you coming on in here. This person could be strong Scorpio in their chart. They could be Libra. They could also have a bit of fire in their chart as well, a bit of Leo, Sag, and Aries. But I'm getting this sense that this person, now, I don't like to say this, but it's coming through, so I will say this. If you're thinking about moving, or if you're thinking about changing something in your life, this new person, they will make adjustments in their life so that they can be with you. So for example, if you met this person in New York tomorrow, right? And your intention is actually to move to Mexico. This person will make sure that they find a way to make this relationship work, whether it is they travel to Mexico every weekend to see you, or if they find a job that resonates with them in Mexico so that they can move to where you're at. This person will make adjustments in their life because love wins. This person is very romantic. They wear their heart on their sleeve. And this person, they're a good egg, okay? So if you're looking for love, there's definitely love available for you. But of course, you must find a way to put yourself in a position to find love. So whether it's online dating or whether it is you getting out into a community event, I see a lot of you putting yourself on a course of learning or being in a group setting where you engage in debate or knowledge being discussed. And you can meet someone, it's like a meeting of minds between you and this person. Some of you may be stepping up and setting up your own business this month or launching something with all of your heart, and you're going to be in control of it, and intuitively you will make it a success, okay? It's very, very lucrative, whatever this thing is. You may also, if you're setting up your own business or you are an entrepreneur, you may be looking at the legalities of trying to do something within your company. So for example, because your 4th house is activated, some of you may be an entrepreneur in real estate, or you may have a company where you want to buy something that is connected to real estate or contracts. I just get a sense of make sure you do everything above board and do your due diligence. Make sure you investigate all aspects, because I feel you lead with integrity, but you just don't want to miss something, okay? So it's important. You don't want any nasty surprises. So make sure you do a lot of research, get all of that knowledge before you take action on something. There's a reason why you're being given the Hangman, the Tower, and the Judgment, which is pause, see things from a different angle. The Tower is like, you know, there may be a surprise, but it's not a disaster. It's not going to shock you. And the Judgment card is about, it actually gives you options, okay, to follow your true north. Now we do have the 4 of Wands, which is a card of celebration. This is a card of you being at a catalyst in your relationship to spirit or to the universe, where you realize that you are in a cycle of change that is for the positive. The 4 of Wands is a card of preparing yourself for stability, to be in harmony, but also it's a card of seeing that you are on the right path towards happiness and success. If you're looking to buy real estate, for example, some of you will find your dream home, but this is a card of all being well in the home space as well. Happy families. After a period of a little bit of disharmony, there is harmony. The 4 of Wands also is a card of partnerships. As you can see, we've got 2 people solid. They're made of wood there, so that indicates that there is a solid relationship. For those of you who are already in a relationship, I feel like your person really opens up on a deeper level in February. I feel this person has had some sort of trauma in the past, and I feel like they've touched on it briefly, but I feel they really go into detail, which connects you and this person on a deeper level, okay? This person, the person that loves you, they see that there is nobody else in the world that they would ever confide in the way that they confide in you, okay? So this proves their love for you. Even though they don't have to prove their love, I feel like both of you exist in an energy where you know each other love each other. Also, the 4 of Wands is good news and celebration. I'm picking up an energy here of getting out there, being in good company. So if you felt a little bit cut off, this really connects to your 11th house, which is, you know, about getting out there and being a little bit more social. So I do feel the end of February is you going out, enjoying yourself a little bit more. And I feel it's important to realize you don't always have to focus on your, well, let me rephrase this. Your responsibilities are important. You've got to focus on those things, but also you've got to find time for you. You have to find time to enjoy yourself because, you know, life is difficult. There's lots of ups and downs. We all experience those things. So it's about enjoying the moment and finding happiness in the simplest of things. And I really feel you're on this spiritual quest to do that, to live a simpler life and a more rewarding life where you make adjustments so that you can bring more spontaneity in, more excitement, and not be stuck in a repetitive cycle. So I definitely see you looking at things in your life and changing aspects that you feel have become a little bit stagnant so you can get the best out of life as possible. Now I'm just going to close your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Spirit Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? We've got the moon energy. Thank you so much for it, guys, great angels. Now, we do have, of course, the new moon in Pisces. It's on, well, the 20th. You'll feel the energy from the 18th to the 20th of February. So it's really interesting that you've got the moon, and it's number 18. So from the 18th of February, you're really going to be in your feelings. This is a time for aligning yourself for your goals. Okay, this is a very strong time when your 11th house of wishes, visualizing what you truly desire, will come to effect. So thoughts become things. It says intuition cycles illusion, attune with the ever-changing cycles of the moon to harness powerful energy. And of course, we have another celestial body that brings a lot of energy. We've got the sun here for you as well. So it says here, connect with the positive energy of the sun and see abundance radiate into your life. Warmth, happiness, success. So some of you, I mean, you've got 1819. So this is you tuning into your frequency, raising your vibrations, and attracting a lot more abundance into your life as well. A lot of benevolent energy surrounding you. Also, I feel this month is really about noticing how your energy flows and how you channel it. When things do not go in your favor, you know, obviously we all get disappointed, and it changes our vibration, and we start to feel stuck in a rut. We start to give up just for a moment, but the next day we are recharged and getting back on that horse. I also feel that you're noticing the energy and where it flows to, because the moon cannot shine all by itself. It needs the sun. So you are looking at areas in your life where you feel like there are energy vampires, and who tries to dull your shine. So I feel like you're cutting those situations out of your life because they no longer serve a purpose. They never did, but you may have unresolved trauma from a previous situation that made you undervalue yourself in some way. But this month is all about value, seeing your beautiful self and allowing yourself to shine, and not let anyone take credit for your success or try to derail you from your path. Now, also, I mean, of course, Valentine's Day is present this month, so a lot of people will be focusing on relationships, partnerships, and things like that. I feel the majority of your energy is about you and self-development, okay? But that doesn't mean that there isn't love. I definitely see love coming your way, or you deepening connections with those that you're already connected to. Some of you may get engaged this month because the Four of Wands is a card of engagement. Some of your person may pop the question. The Nine of Wands popping right out again really does indicate that if at first you don't succeed, try again. Because the Nine of Wands is, yes, it's difficult, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. And the Chariot card indicates you will overcome the difficulty. You will start to move forward. You will be successful. There will be a breakthrough. There is progress here, so do not give up, okay? And also, there is the potential, as I said, for someone to wound you, but you will get over it. And wound you, I mean, by words. Also, I feel if there's someone from your past that did cause discomfort, I feel the Chariot card indicates that your success, your commitment and dedication to you moving forward in life and making progress will be the revenge that is needed, okay? And that's the only revenge that is necessary, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. And we have the angel, okay? So this indicates that your guides are with you, and they're also indicating that someone in spirit is walking with you, okay? They're showing me the watering can again. So they're indicating that they're watching you grow, they're nourishing you, and they're going to give you signs. I mean, this could be in the form of a watering can or a frame. I mean, it could even be that their photo just pops up. Their frame, you know, by accident, there's no such thing as accidents or coincidences, you know, may fall or alert you to their attention so that you remember them. So I'm gonna leave, what's that? They're showing me, okay, thanks so much, I'm truly grateful. Before I put this down, they're showing me a heart, but it's fruit. It's like someone has made fruit in the shape of a heart. So this could be something that you see in the store. I don't know, they could have carved a heart into an apple or something. There's something about fruit being in the shape of a heart. So you may see that in the next 4 or 5 weeks. And it symbolizes, it could symbolize many things. It could symbolize, eat really well for your heart so that you have a good heart, healthy heart there. Or it could even mean healthy love is coming your way, but it can also be a symbol or a sign from a loved one in spirit to let you know that they're thinking of you, they're with you, and that they love you, and they're presiding over you to make sure that you make healthy choices and that you accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. Because I feel like they're rooting you on from the sidelines, championing you in the life that you're leading, okay? So we'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Taurians, and love and light.